Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, and I guess welcome to my new self as a mother. I've been a little bit busy with the whole motherhood thing, so that's why I haven't been updating in a while, unlike everything. But right now I found a little bit of time for myself and decided to make a video about my new experiences, specifically when it comes to my body. Before I actually gave birth, I decided to enter a lot of groups of mothers talking about this subject and overall just their general experiences with motherhood. Just overall trying to get to know some stuff that could be useful for me. And something that I saw a lot of people talking about is their bodies and how they didn't felt very comfortable with them. Now, obviously, these experiences are extremely valid. Pregnancy alters your body permanently, and I do believe there should be a larger conversation about the changes women go through after pregnancy. But in my case, I also want to provide a little bit of a different point of view, because I do remember feeling a little bit scared of what my body would look like after pregnancy, and maybe having a little bit of a different point of view could help people who have this anxiety about pregnancy and motherhood, and maybe overall just add something a little bit more positive to the discussion. So probably I should start by saying that I didn't like my body very much before becoming a mother. Probably the largest things that I had were like my upper back. I always felt like it was a little bit too big. For reference, I consider my body to be an inverted triangle. I don't know if you know that body type, but essentially my shoulders were larger than my hips. So I always felt like there was like I was missing something, Never fully felt like feminine, and I didn't really like how I looked like. Partially that's why I don't like to show my face all that much, nor my body, because I just don't like it very much. And of course I did have a couple of issues with like my self-image beforehand, but most of it relied on like both being overweight and my upper back being too large. My upper back being a bit too large is something that I cannot change. It's something that I was simply born with. And knowing that I couldn't do anything about it always made me feel a little bit insecure about like overall how I look like. A lot of this starts to change during pregnancy, but I didn't really notice it because I was like carrying a baby. So the largest thing that I could see about myself was the belly, where the baby is. But after I gave childbirth, I started to notice a lot more changes to my body. Essentially, my body shape changed. Some of the changes that you can go through during pregnancy and motherhood is that, for example, your chest will grow, basically because you are producing milk. So it's going to grow as a way to ensure your baby has food, breastfeeding essentially. Your hips will also grow since there's a baby there and it needs to grow for, space and such. There's other changes as well, but those are like, because your baby needs some stuff, those are like the largest changes. And after I could recover myself a little bit more, I decided to look myself into the mirror, and I realized that I really like this new body. It finally feels like my chest area is proportional to my back. So again, I felt like my back was too large and the chest just didn't make a lot of sense. It didn't compensate. But now the chest area feels like it actually belongs to my back, and it makes like my back makes sense, Then there's the hips. Finally have more hips than shoulders. It might sound weird, but I actually feel like a woman now. And there's also the thing that when your baby is eating from breastfeeding, your nipple essentially turns a darker color. And I'll be honest, I prefer it that way. This may be a little bit dark to mention, however, I did always felt a little bit like people were constantly looking at me like a child. And if you've seen some of my previous videos, you would probably know that I don't really have a good relationship with me feeling like a child, essentially because a lot of people took advantage of me as a child. And sometimes it felt like, even in adulthood, a lot of people didn't respect me because I just didn't look very woman-like. I didn't feel confident on myself, so my way of walking also was reflected on that insecurity. And I also feel like people don't often take you seriously if you don't look very adult-like. It generally sucks, especially since I have the voice that I have, because many people have confused me for someone who's underage, and I'm not, and that always gave me a little bit of insecurity regarding other people. But now I feel like a woman, not a child. And not only that's good for what other people see me like, because they have changed how they see me and I notice it. It also helps me as a person to feel like I'm leaving that child self behind, as my body changes. That's how I've been feeling. And honestly, I like it a lot. People have been a lot kinder and more respecting to me after they learn that I'm a mother. Not all of them. Some people have this tendency of constantly talking to mothers, being like, oh, you have to do this and you have to do that. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't even know you. I appreciate the occasional advice, but please, strange person, please don't look at my child too much. It's weird. Also, yes, apparently some people are a bit too comfortable being all over a baby. It's okay when someone just says something like, oh, it's so cute, that's fine. But when someone gets all over the baby, I'm like, Jesus, personal space, please. Not just for me, but for the baby. A lot of how people treat me has changed. And while some people tend to be a lot more crueler because they are very judgmental to new mothers, that's something that I've noticed very much. A lot of people are very, very judgmental. Some other people have started to respect me a little bit more. They no longer see me as this weird child adult thing that is kind of over there, but they actually see me as a mother with her own life, because you have a responsibility to take care of a child, and that already gets you to some expectation. And if you meet that expectation, for example being a mother to a child, then they will actually treat you a lot better. And overall, even without a child with me, I have noticed that people treat me overall differently because of my appearance. And even if that's a little bit sad, because I've always been me, now it's just a little bit more on the exterior. The truth is that I feel a lot more comfortable with my new body, my new self. Even if it sucks that some people seem to only notice that I'm here now, and immediately it does feel good finally being recognized, finally having people knowing that I'm there and that I'm someone, not something they shouldn't disrespect. I'm a person, and it feels like I'm finally being seen as one instead of just seen as, I don't know, someone's child. So that's been my experience so far with my new body. I have noticed that now that I actually start to like my body, I'm starting to care a little bit more about how I dress. I've been thinking that I look very nice in red, so a little bit of an opaque red, not something too flashy. But yeah, that's just what I've been noticing, and that's just how I've been feeling, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Overall, I could make a different video about my motherhood experience, since I feel like I've had a bit of a different experience, and I don't know, maybe someone would like to hear that and maybe feel a little bit more motivated. I actually feel very happy, probably the happiest I've been in a while, and I've been wanting to make a video about that, but maybe not right now. So anyways, that's about it. Hope you liked it, hope you subscribe, and see you in the next one.